All right, getting out and walking in nature.
Even in the snow.
Even in the snow, she says.
There's no bad weather.
Right.
There's only bad clothing.
Exactly.
Right?
And you have to be prepared too. Monica was a great tease going into weather because, you know, it is such sort of that snow globe effect that is happening out there across Northeast Ohio. You're wondering, hey, Jason, when is this going to end? When can we get back to the spring-like temperatures? Where that is the glimmer of hope that at least is in the 7-day forecast. But I'm calling it snowy, blustery, just raw, just nasty feeling out there. Basically the type of weather you actually want to stay inside and bake cookies or maybe even like watch a movie or something like that. It is going to be sort of that cold, very, very distantly spring type of evening here. We want to start out by showing what a live look around town looks like because not everybody is receiving the snow at this point. It is wet. It is really nasty out there. But over towards 480 and Lee Road, you can see the visibility is very, very poor, even in downtown Cleveland right now. From Medina over towards Canton, even Warrensville, picking up some light snows at this hour. Here's what it looks like on radar. So this is not a terribly long, expensive monster of a system. In fact, we're expecting some scattered snows to continue at least over our area over the next several hours and then begin to taper off shortly after the midnight hour. We also do have some counties that are shaded under a winter weather advisory. You can see that's going till about noon for tomorrow afternoon. Only a few though, Tuscarawas, Carroll, Trumbull, Geauga, and also Ashtabula County. However, I am expecting a couple more to likely come on here over the next several hours here if we get some heavier bands of snow moving through. But it's sort of like a wet, fat snow event that's happening outside, and it's beginning to stick in some areas. Where you see here sort of the blues and also the greens, this is where we still have a little bit of more warmer than freezing temperatures. So the ground is still trying to settle a little bit and we're still trying to get some of that snowfall to stick. As far as the heaviest bands right now, they're stretching mainly back to the southwest and also the northeast through Geauga, Medina, Summit, also Portage County. Visibility for this evening, if you're going for dinner, perhaps even you know somebody is coming home from work, maybe wants to pick up the kids, just alert them that they need to be extra cautious at least while some of the heavier bands are falling through because we've had visibility down to about a quarter of a mile for this evening. You can see where the temperatures are beginning to line up. You remember earlier I was saying we're trying to get that changeover effect. It's still in the 40s from Youngstown all the way through to Akron, Dover, New Philadelphia, Tuscarawas, Carroll County. Still very warm down there, but at and below the freezing mark along and south and east along the lake shore. The weekend outlook doesn't look half bad. The first half of the weekend a bit cold, a bit more snowy, but the latter half, again, not too terrible. For the rest of the evening, your timeline for this winter type event is likely going to continue with snow overnight tonight. With snow lingering, we'll have a little bit of a lake effect for the first half of our Saturday, and then I think we'll be mostly okay, but temperatures will likely be stuck, and I mean stuck in the 20s for the most part. Your National Design More hour-by-hour forecast, at least through this evening, keeps those bands of snows around. Again, after the midnight hour, we start to titrate down in terms of our snowfall event. I think for tomorrow morning, we'll likely have some few light snows still scattered across the region. Likely having feels like temperatures in the teens and lower teens for that matter. Through mid-morning, still a bit more cold out here. Again, by the end of the weekend, though, we start to rebound just a little bit. You can see that in your Union Home Mortgage 7-day. Milder temperatures starting out next week. 50s expected, and by St. Patty's Day, a stray afternoon shower. Highs in the mid-60s. Sarah and Isabel.
67. Wow. I like it.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Jason.